So in the last session we discussed about how to configure network access control list and security group. Now let us discuss more about it. So security group. Security groups are of two types: web server security group, database server security group. So web server security group specify the security group whenever we are launching the web server in the public subnet, and database server security group is basically used when we launch database server in the VPN only. So let us describe this figure. So let us assume that this is our VPC. It contains one database, RDS, relational database service, RDS, and EC2 instance. So through EC2 instance we are connecting to RDS. Here two security groups are maintained. One is database server security group, one is web server security group, and through internet gateway we can connect VPC to the internet. Now in the security group we can create the security group, configure the inbound and outbound traffic by specifying the protocol, IP addresses, and allow or deny. So these are the different types of protocol with port range. And if we want to apply inbound and outbound traffic to all protocol, then we can choose all. Next, what is NAT? So NAT stands for network address translation. So basically it translates the set of IP addresses. So NAT translates IP addresses of computer in local network to a single IP address. So it maintains a NAT table which is used to convert a set of IP addresses. So these are the set of IP address, and through NAT we can convert it to a single IP address. So let's say we are having private network and it is connected over the internet. So range of IP addresses are there. By using NAT we can convert the set of IP to a single IP. This is next figure where set of IPs are there: 11.0.25.23, 11.0.25.24, 11.0.25.25. So we can convert this range of IP to a single IP by using NAT server. So NAT forward table is there through which we can convert. And the public IP and private IP mapping can be done by using network address translation mapping table. So it maintains the mapping between private IP and public IP. Types of NAT: static NAT, dynamic NAT, and port address translation, PAT. So basically two types of NAT are there: dynamic and static. In static, a pool of IP addresses are assigned to a NAT device. In dynamic NAT, NAT device will consist of pool of IP addresses. So whenever computer A needed public IP, it take the IP from that pool. So that's why it is known as dynamic NAT. Similarly, we are having port address translation. So basically one public IP address assigned to the entire network. So that is done by using PAT.